Ayan po mga kabida, isang magandang oras sa lahat at welcome po sa aking channel. Ito po, magbigay lang po tayo ng reaction po, mga kabida, dito sa tila pagbabanta po, mga kabida, ni House Speaker Martin Romualdez sa Korte Suprema, po. Partikular na po dito ho sa mga maestrado, mga kabida, na sila ay mga impeachable officers, okay? At maaari po silang ma-impeach, mga kabida. Ito po'y bunsod po doon ho sa kanila hong ginawang paglabas po ng desisyon, kung saan po ay idineklara po makabida ng Korte Suprema ang articles of impeachment na inihain po ng House, diyan po sa Senado. Okay? Sa video message po ni Romualdez kagabi, iginiit po niya ang kapangyarihan po ng House at exclusive power to initiate lahat ng mga impeachment proceedings, laban ho dito sa mga impeachable officers, kagaya na lang po mga kabida nitong mga maestrado po ng Korte Suprema, Sinabi po niya na yung kanila hong ginawang pag-file po ng motion for reconsideration ay hindi po act of defiance, kundi act of duty po yun, mga kabida. At hindi daw ito to weaken the democracy, the Constitution, but to strengthen it, mga kabida. Kasi, yun nga, iginiit po niya na sila lang po ang inatasan ng saligang batas to initiate at exclusively to initiate all impeachment proceedings against the impeachable officers po, mga kabida. Eto, pakinggan muna natin itong kanyang mensahe, tila mabagsik po dito si Speaker Romualdez po mga kabida, Okay? Ang tapang po niya dito, Okay? Eto, pakinggan muna natin at magre-react po tayo. Narito po.
With full respect to the Constitution, in defense of institutional balance, and in the name of the Filipino people, the House of Representatives has filed a motion for reconsideration before the Supreme Court. This is not an act of defiance. It is an act of duty. We do not challenge the authority of the court. We seek only to preserve the rightful role of the House, the voice of the people, in the process of accountability. Let us be clear. The Constitution says the House of Representatives shall have the exclusive power to initiate all cases of impeachment. That power is not shared, not subject to pre-approval, and not conditional. Yet, in GR number 278353, the Supreme Court ruled otherwise, based on a misreading of facts and a retroactive imposition of the new rules. On February 5, 2025, the House transmitted the fourth impeachment complaint, filed and signed by 215 members to the Senate. Only after this transmittal did we archive the earlier three complaints. The sequence matters. It proves there was only one valid initiation, not four. Even the court's own precedent, Francisco versus House, supports this. Only one impeachment can be initiated, and that initiation begins with a one-third endorsement or a referral. That is exactly what the House did. The court also said the Vice President was denied due process because she was not furnished a copy or given a chance to respond. But nowhere in the Constitution is that required before transmittal. In fact, in all past impeachments, the trial and the right to be heard take place in the Senate. To invent new rules now and apply them retroactively is not just unfair, it is constitutionally suspect. Let me say this with candor. A government of laws cannot allow any branch to become the judge of its own accountability. The Supreme Court is a co-equal branch of government. Its wisdom is deep, its authority is real. But its members, like the President and the Vice President, are also impeachable officers. when the court lays down rules for how it or others like it may be impeached, it puts itself in the dangerous position of writing conditions that may shield itself from future accountability. That is not how checks and balances work. We filed this motion for reconsideration not to provoke, but to protect, not to assert supremacy, but to restore balances. Because if impeachments can be blocked by misunderstood facts or rules made after the fact, then accountability is not upheld, it is denied. To dissent is not to defy. To demand accountability is not to destabilize. To insist on constitutional integrity is not to weaken democracy, it is to strengthen it. We speak now not because it is easy, but because it is necessary. The House will not bow in silence.
Ayun, ang tapang po yung dating po niya dito mga kabida, no? Okay? Pero sabi po niya, hindi po ito act of defiance, hindi po ito act to destabilize, ano, mga kabida, kundi in-exercise lang po nila yung kanilang karapatan po, ano? Karapatan na wala pong sino man, mga kabida, ang pwede mag-initiate po ng impeachment proceedings, ano? At nabanggit din ni Romualdez po doon, mga kabida, no? Yung tila pagbabago ho sa rules, ano? Sa interpretasyon, ano? Mga kabida, kasi meron pong nabanggit po siyang misreading of facts and retroactive imposition of new rules, ano? Ito po yung madalas po na binabanggit po, mga kabida, no, ng ilang mga legal experts na tila binago daw ng Korte Suprema yung rules, ano, doon ho sa pag-interpret, mga kabida, no, sa one-year bar rule, ano po. Okay? Eto, magbasa lang po tayo, no, ng reaction po, mga kabida, mula sa post po ng The Political Blogger, ano po, no? Maganda yung kanila hong article ho dito. Ito po ay patungkol ho sa mensahe po ni Speaker Romualdez kagabi, ano po. In a video message last night, Romualdez announced that the House of Representatives had filed a motion for reconsideration on the Supreme Court's decision to junk the fourth impeachment complaint against Vice President Sara Duterte. Romualdez said the HOR made this move in the name of the Filipino people. But what was disgusting about it was the direct threat that Romualdez made against the Supreme Court, a blatant attempt to coerce its justices to bow to his will. Romualdez warned that the justices too can be impeached. Never in our history has such a repugnant threat ever been directed at the judiciary as a weapon to get what he was demanding. It was an undisguised form of blackmail. The greed and ambition of the speaker have clearly breached the dam of restraint and decorum and revealed his true character as a tyrant comparable to Hitler. This is an outburst that possesses a direct threat to our democratic institutions, a display of utter disrespect that is approaching the level of inciting to sedition. It was bad enough that Romualdez misused public funds to bribe House members to sign the fourth impeachment complaint against VP Duterte. This tantrum over the junking of his corruption-riddled attempt to wrest the position of Vice President is even worse. Romualdez is bold and daring because he knows the President's anger is nothing but empty words. He has his first cousin by his balls. That's why. Ayan. Yun yung article po ng The Political Blogger po, mga kabida. Ano? Para bang inilabas po dito, para bang pinipicture out po dito, mga kabida, no? Ito hong pagiging tyrant daw, ano, ni Speaker Romualdez po mga kabida, no? Kumbaga parang direkta itong pag-confront, ano? Pag-demand, ano, mga kabida, sa Korte Suprema na baguhin po ninyo itong inyong desisyon, ano? Kasi kung hindi po, baka ma-impeach po kayo. Parang ganun yung dating daw, ano, mga kabida, ano po. Tila yung interpretasyon dito, mga kabida, na parang nag-demand ang Speaker of the House, ano, na, baguhin po ninyo yung desisyon po ninyo. Kung hindi po, baka may impeach po kayo. Parang ganun eh. Yung dating po dun sa kanyang mensahe po, mga kabida, ano po, no? Okay? Now, may nabasa ko sa post po ni Attorney Rowena Guanzon, ano, mga kabida, sa kanyang Facebook page. At in fact, dito ho sa kanyang video message po, mga kabida, may caption po si Attorney Guanzon po doon, ano, na Supreme Leader. Ang tawag po sa kanya ho dito is the Supreme Leader. Tila mas mabangis pa po at matindi pa, no, sa Pangulo po ng Pilipinas po, mga kabida, ito hong si House Speaker Romualdez. Okay, sa kanya hong video message po, mga kabida. Although in fairness, iginiit po niya dito na hindi po ito act of defiance, ano? Hindi po ito act to destabilize, ano, mga kabida. Pero para bang ang dating kasi, mga kabida, po dito parang nagbabanta po, ano, sa Korte Suprema, lalong-lalo no dito ho sa mga maestrado po ng Korte Suprema, ano po. At pinaalala po niya dito, mga kabida, na sila po ay mga impeachable officers. Sila po ay maaring ma-impeach, ano? Bakit po? Pag hindi ba pagbibigyan po ng Korte Suprema ito hong motion for reconsideration po ng House of Representatives, gagawin po nila yung kanila hong exclusive power to initiate impeachment proceedings, ano, against these justices of Supreme Court. Ganun po ba yun? Okay? Parang ganun yung dating kasi doon sa mensahe po ni Speaker Romualdez po, ano, mga kabida. Parang tinatakot po niya, ito, kayo, kailangan baguhin ninyo yung inyong desisyon. Kasi pag hindi po, alalahanin po ninyo, kayo po ay mga impeachable officers at maaari po kayong ma-impeach. Parang ganun yung dating. Di ba, mga kabida? So, yun po. Okay? I don't know kung ano po yung sagot po dito, ano, ng Korte Suprema. Anyway, nag-file na po sila ng motion for reconsideration. Antayin na lang po natin, mga kabida, ano po. Ito hong decision po ng Korte Suprema ho dito sa motion for reconsideration ng HOR, ano? Okay? Kagaya ng sinabi ko po sa mga previous vlogs ko po, mga kabida, may mga legal experts o maraming mga legal experts po na nagsasabi na pag ganito daw yung decision po ng SC, kung saan po ay unanimous, mga kabida, malabo na raw na mabago daw yung decision po ng SC, ano? Okay? Ano kaya ang mangyayari kapag hindi po baguhin po ng SC yung kanilang naunang decision po, mga kabida, no? Na idineklara po nila ito hong articles of impeachment po against the Vice President, ano, na unconstitutional. Mag-aabang ba tayo na mag-i-initiate ito hong House of Representatives o representatives ng impeachment complaint laban ho dito sa mga maestrado po ng Korte Suprema? Yan yung aabangan po natin sa mga darating na araw po, mga kabida, ano po, no? Para po sa inyong opinion at pananaw, mga kabida, patungkol ho dito, please comment down. Sa mga hindi pa po subscribers sa akin channel, please subscribe. Just click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, click all para updated po kayo, mga kabida, sa aking mga uploads. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.